What's going on YouTube? It's Bandwagonbam here with D-Wagon. We are reacting to... What are we reacting to? Houdini and the City of Fallen Rappers. So these lot are Canadians. So they're like... I think they're going to like tell us like the in-depth of like top 5 and Flipper. And like the ops and that. You lot, tell me if you love this content or if you like this content. Because obviously I've been seeing bare Canadians in my comments. And they be hitting me up on Snapchat.
That's the Canadians.
Canadians, bro. Like all the like Drakes and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fam.
The losers.
And the Pressas. Pressa's Canadian, isn't it?
Looks Canadian Goose. Just shit, man.
No, Pressa is Canadian.
No, that's Canada Goose. Flip.
Canada is Canadian.
Yeah, no.
Just like,
so that's why you're only saying that because Canada Goose.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm pretty. Hey, you lot, let me know in the comments if Pressa is from Canada, innit? I like reacting to this type of stuff just because like I know about the UK and like this takes me, and I know about Chicago already, and like this is a new it's new, innit? And let's run this one up.
Party, I stuck a night up in that party. I just fucking built the party. I bought the weed and the stink.
You lot make sure you get merch. Hit me up on Snapchat, Bandwagonbam, innit?
You become a target. Not only you a target, you're rapping about these people. Your house is 10 times the size of their house. That would make me dislike me if I was on the other side.
I don't need you, all I needed myself. I wasn't asking nobody for help.
Why are you laughing for?
I just, I thought I was for lipping. I don't know why.
Apology.
Now, Driftwood was Apology at first.
I know how he thinks, bro.
I know, I just don't know. The first part, like, when you just started standing up, but then I just started laughing. It's like cringy.
I don't need you, all I needed myself. I wasn't asking nobody for help. She wanted me cause her name ringing bells. Design of the jeans or design of the belt.
He was just like my favorite rapper, literally of anyone. He was my favorite.
When you really think about it, yeah, most artists do get killed in their home city. And why do you think that is?
Hatred. People looking at you, saying, I wish that was me.
Bullets sent many fleeing for their lives here on this stretch.
Yeah, Pressa, bro. I told you.
Well, that's
Don't get me mad.
I don't know. I don't even know what Pressa is one time, bro.
You did. You just sang it. You just named his song.
That's Drake's song, but
That's not Drake's song. Drake's not even on it.
oh, I must have been talking about Travis Scott. I'm confused, man. Listen,
This guy makes
I know
UK
Pressa.
look dumb, bro.
Now, the 21-year-old has been identified as a popular Toronto rapper.
Alright, we gotta talk about the Houdini story, right? The jealousy and hatred rappers gotta deal with in their own home city is terrible. And that's a fact in every state in America. But one of the most violent cities right now for up-and-coming rappers to make it out of is Toronto. And people don't realize this. There's a reason Toronto's becoming one of the most surveyed cities in North America. It's looking like Beijing. They're getting cameras.
Flipping, the UK's got cameras like hell. I think London's got the most cameras in the world.
why is it not these leagues, bro? Half of them don't even work, man. I'm telling you, man.
They do work. That's why like people don't really get away with murders here, bro. Who gets away with murders?
Yeah, but knife cam's still going up, bro.
Of course, knife. No one cares about getting caught, but
Hey, I'm feeling idiots, man. Cameras not doing nothing then.
no, they're not. They don't do nothing. But they just catch who done it. Yeah. Like in Chicago, no one really gets caught.
Yeah, because we quit scooping niggas from across the country, fam.
Everywhere. Only Atlanta, Chicago, and DC got more surveillance per person. And that's because of the ongoing gang war that's been escalating for years, right? It's literally hunting season on rappers. And that's exactly what happened to Houdini. Houdini was sitting down with record labels.
Who is he?
Pretty sure they had his dead body. That might have been him. I think they had his dead body in like a concert, son. I don't know why. But
In
I
LA,
just remember
New
a rapper,
York,
just like a rapper doing. I was like, what a flip. It's
You
confused.
forward.
collabing with Pop Smoke. This kid was the real deal until a couple weeks ago he was brutally shot and killed in broad daylight in the entertainment district of downtown Toronto. And this shit was surgical. They used Glock 9s with 30-round mags. They took advantage of Corona season by wearing medical masks to hide their faces. There was a 6-year-old kid that got caught in the crossfire.
What's a 6-year-old kid doing at a festival? Like
You dumb,
an
bro.
event? He said he got killed at like you got
Glock 9s with
daylight.
30-round mags. They took advantage of Corona's caught.
It's a 30-round magazine. And as this unfolds, I want you to pay attention to the
back the season. They used Glock 9 in the entertainment district of downtown Toronto. And this shit was surgical. They used Glock 9s with 30-round mags. They took advantage of Corona season by wearing medical masks to hide their faces. There was a 6-year-old kid that got caught in the crossfire dodging bullets.
that has a high capacity magazine. It's a 30-round magazine. And as this unfolds, I want you to pay attention to the little boy that ducks into the vestibule here.
The whole thing was nuts, right? And
Imagine going to like primary school, be like, yeah, like I was there. Like, cause normally kids lie and say dumb stuff in it, but he really lived it.
Get shook right now. Now we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, my song of the day today is none other than Houdini himself. Let's go.
Oh, so he makes like Houdini makes auto-tune music. Then. Okay, I feel it.
Can't finesse me for my cheese, no. Got wash tires, get a little nigga knocked off for free. Yeah, and please don't mind, I'm too real for the industry.
Alright, in order to understand this story, we gotta focus on one hood in particular in Toronto called Driftwood, or Northside Jane and Finch, and this is where Houdini's from. Now, they're by far the most influential in terms of music in the city, but they're also a notorious Crip faction, right? They beef with pretty much everybody in the city. To the south of them, the south side of Jane and Finch, they bang Blood, and that's their direct rivals, the lowest income.
See, wait. That makes sense. That map makes sense. Because it's like Crips, Bloods. They're segregated, yeah? There's like a line segregating them, cool. In the ends, which is the UK, it'd be like a block beefing this block, which that block is friends with that block. So like these two these two blocks will team up and get the middle block. If that makes sense. So like they're sandwiched. So like it's just like how you beefing, you're so close, bro. But that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Yeah. So it'd be like
looks like something from GTA.
Look, watch this. I'll explain it here. Can you see my mouse? You look, yeah, look. This block here. No, actually no. This block here. So this block here will be beefing with this block next to it. But that block there will be cool with this block here. And then it'll be like a block beefs that block, and then they're cool with that block. And then it's just bare model.
Bro, my head's model, bro. What do you do, man?
It's modelly. But if you know, you know, innit?
The south side of Jane and Finch, they bang Blood, and that's their direct rivals. The lowest income neighborhood in the city called Regent also has tension with Driftwood, stemming from rap beefs and rap killings. And another area called Rexdale has been Driftwood's rival for damn near a decade now. So they beef with everybody. Now in 2015, Driftwood kids kinda instilled the Chirac music vibe up in the north, in Canada. They were putting disses to rivals in their tracks and talking about the stuff they were doing in the streets in their lyrics.
If you diss my niggas, then you know we pulling triggers. Late nights with them killers, we kidnapping drug dealers.
Now that song is Robin Banks featuring Pressa. Pressa is one of the few who actually crossed over to the mainstream American scene, and he's actually living in Cali right now in a nice mansion. His rap career.
I didn't even know Pressa was like that, you know.
No. I never knew, bro. He looked like a girl to me first time, bro.
Yeah, I feel it.
And this guy was talking about
Canadian Goose.
Yeah, he's talking about Canadian like a goose, bro.
Nah, I like Pressa.
Didn't really give him like a bad man vibe, innit?
Yeah.
Just seemed like a normal guy.
It popped off for him. But before all that, he was involved in a case where he allegedly kidnapped 2 drug dealers, moving them around from location to location, holding them for ransom, until eventually forcing them to give each other head in front of everyone.
No. They're sick bosses.
What?
They're sick bosses, bro. They're sick bosses, bro. Shit, that was me. No, I'm joking. Still, nah, that's mad still. Hey, chill out, bro.
Bro, I'm fine. I'm chefing you like one time, bro.
No, chill out, bro.
5 times.
Chill out, bro. Like, come on, man.
Oh, so
more editing for you anyway.
I don't care about editing, bro.
Oh, man.
You're making me edit that out. Sick, man.
Everybody. 2 dudes. That's crazy. Now, Pressa was later cleared of those charges and granted the court's permission to go on tour with Drake out in England. And another rapper got 6 years in Pressa's place for the charge. Now, Pressa's partner, Robin Banks, who was in that track that I just showed, he was practically the pioneer for the scene, right? He had the torch early on from 2015, and he kind of started this organic hood label in Driftwood, where he was putting on all the rappers from his area. Robin Banks started getting millions of views, caught the attention of Meek Mill, who really rocked with the movement. Meek Mill and Robin Banks were sending paperwork back and forth. He was about to sign a deal with the Dream Chasers, and to celebrate, he was having the party at a hookah lounge called Cameo, where unfortunately his ops found out about it, infiltrated the party, and shot him up 9 times, leaving him in critical condition.
That's how I clocked, yeah. With this music thing, yeah, it's like, if you don't get on in the right time, and then your time does come to get on, you end up getting killed before it's actually happening.
Yeah, which
it's
is sad.
like, even King Von, he didn't get to see everything he would have made right now.
Yeah.
As he was like blown up, he got killed. Same with FBG Duck. He signed a deal. He was trying to take care of the man, then got killed. FBG Cash, he signed a deal, was ready to get he was ready to take care of the stuff he needs to take care of, got killed.
No, I can't lie. A lot of rappers, when they're about to literally just peak, like it's just gonna shoom from there, they just die.
Oh, it's mad for him.
Just as this man was about to cross over to the US scene, they orchestrated that hit on him. Now thankfully, Robert Banks is alive, but he's paralyzed from the neck down, and his ops were super disrespectful, posting memes of him in a wheelchair and stuff. Now he's still doing his thing, releasing tracks and of course pushing the rappers from Driftwood on his label, but the rivals going after Robert Banks like that really escalated the violence in the city, and it made it kind of a trophy for people to target rappers. This was like the first high profile assassination.
What do you say? Would you prefer to be paralyzed or dead?
Bro, I can't do nothing, bro. I'd rather be dead.
Talk up.
So I can't do nothing, I'd rather be dead.
You lot, let me know in the comments here. Would you prefer to be paralyzed or would you prefer to be dead? Obviously, we don't want nothing to come of that, but I just want it's a question, isn't it?
Attempt on a rapper who was about to cross over. Now the next year, the most influential artist out of the country was Smoke Dawg. Now I'm not from Toronto, you don't gotta be from Toronto to know Smoke Dawg. He was getting co-signed by Drake, doing shows in the UK, in the US.
Do you know Smoke Dawg?
No glue.
I don't know Smoke Dawg either. We got a lot to learn and react to then. You lot, hit us in the comments with like every type of song we should react to from like these sides.
And he's from the place called Regent Park. Now this is pretty much the trenches, right? It's the lowest income community in the whole city, but it's not very close to Driftwood, and because of that they didn't really have too much tension back and forth until one summer night at a club in 2018. Smoke Dawg got into a heated argument with a Driftwood rapper by the name of 21 Neat, and this shit escalated quickly, right? They stepped outside where 21 Neat shot and killed Smoke Dawg and his manager. Probably one of the most gruesome after death videos I've seen of a rapper, right? People were filming him and Smoke Dawg's brain matter was like leaking on the road. It was a wild scene. Now this pretty much gave Regent the green light to go after Driftwood as retaliation, and this created a whole bunch of new problems in the city, where two neighborhoods that otherwise didn't have too much tension now had maximum levels of tension, and Driftwood didn't really care. Like, they were welcoming all smoke. Now the Toronto police didn't arrest the rapper 21 Neat for quite some time. They couldn't find him. There were even rumors that he escaped to Somalia, but he eventually got found out all the way out in the west.
Ah yeah, he definitely went Somalia, bro. You gotta do he, bro. He definitely done it.
Coast of the country near Vancouver, where he was extradited back to Toronto to stand trial for the murder of Smoke Dawg. Now this is when the story gets wild, because 21 Neat has a brother who goes by the name of 22 Neat, right? They're both from Driftwood, they're from the same block as Pressa, Robin Banks, they're all homies, which is why it was weird when everyone found out 5 months ago in December of 2019, 22 Neat killed his own homie and fellow rapper on their label named YS.
Free case out, fucker informer. Only cook the ops that you gotta. If they don't make noise, why bother?
YS had just gotten back from doing a bit in jail, and he was on a bunch of tracks that were getting hundreds of thousands of views, and out of nowhere, the feds found YS's body all the way out on the west coast of the country near Vancouver. And the rumors started circulating that 22 Neat, his own homie, was the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody really knows why he did it, but some people...
Nah, man, there needs to be some conspiracy story in the world of why he done it, bro. You ain't just gonna kill someone and there's no conspiracy story leading up to it, bro. And this is the internet. The internet's always got a story, so that's weird. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it was like, man say his own homie, like, what's the nigga on? They must have... They probably stand for my girl, yo.
People say it was over money. That's not been confirmed. Anyways, 22 Neat knew there would be repercussions, so he fled to a place called Calgary, Alberta. But he didn't last long. They actually found him dead 2 days later, as revenge for what he did to the homie YS. Now at this point, the city's in crisis, and Driftwood was putting out all this talent, but this horrific stuff kept happening.
Yeah, 30-30.
The next to pop out of the city was this rap duo formed by two brothers from Driftwood known as the Talib Twins. They had this track with 5 million views that was scorching hot in the city and in the US as well, before one of the twins eventually got locked up. So the other twin decided to keep the momentum going and kept releasing these fire tracks under the name the Talib Twin. In February of 2020, the Talib Twin was at a condo party on the 32nd floor of an Airbnb rental when two of his ops infiltrated the party and started opening fire. The Talib Twin fired back and managed to kill both of them before he himself died.
Guy's John Wick. James Bond.
See on Red Dead?
Yeah.
You freezing. That's what he did.
Man, say he killed them both. He went out like a soldier then.
There's no way. There's bullets. There's two niggas shooting versus one. Don't make sense.
Because them niggas just might not have aim.
That's facts.
The Talib Twin fired back and managed to kill both of them before he himself died at the scene. And there's a bunch of speculation as to what happened. I mean, you can't make this shit up, right? Like, some people say he tripped and shot himself. But the feds believe he went into another room in the condo and just ended his own life. Like, the story's crazy. And
so he killed himself, basically?
Yeah.
Oh. No, he mustn't. He tripped and fell on his own gun.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen with my own eyes someone trip and fall on their knife. And I've seen someone so like dumb, they're getting ready to beef someone and they back out their shank and they shank themselves in the leg. They shank themselves in the leg. God knows I've seen it.
Such, bro. These are your ops that you're dying by. Like, it's no way.
The thing with Driftwood and the politics in the city is they beef with so many places that sometimes it's hard to say who is responsible for targeting them. They got a lot of enemies. And then, of course, at the end of May, the single biggest name out of Toronto who's not Drake or Tory Lanez or The Weeknd was the rapper Houdini. Now, as I said in my intro, this is a kid who was sitting down with record labels in New York and Los Angeles. He was gonna go places. But unfortunately, as the trend is in the city, Houdini was in the entertainment district of Toronto late in the afternoon. And little did he know, there was a Volkswagen Tiguan that was lying in wait on the east side of a street called Blue Jays Way, which is right where he had to go by. And they were waiting for a long time, over 40 minutes. And Houdini was with a 15-year-old boy at the time, and they were making their way down the street. And once they got in range of the Volkswagen, a lone shooter got out of the vehicle and started unloading a bunch of clips in Houdini's direction. There was this little kid who was caught in the crossfire, as well as a family. Like, this whole thing is on CCTV footage, right? It's heart-wrenching. And they unloaded a bunch of clips into Houdini, who got hit and kept running, right? Adrenaline, even if you get wounded mortally, you could still run because you got adrenaline. So he was running with a bunch of bullets in his body and then eventually collapsed and died. And the 15-year-old kid who was with Houdini was also strapped, and he was trying to get off shots back at the assailants, and then his gun jammed, right, which he got rid of in an alleyway and ran away. Now, Meek Mill, Tory Lanez, and a whole bunch of others took to social media to express their condolences as soon as this happened, and you could see just how much the industry was rocking with Houdini. Like,
that is actually mad for him. It's just like,
I guess the moral of the story is just never go back to your hometown, man.
Yeah, man. Like people want to take care of their ends, if that makes sense, but it's just like you can't. But there's a way to take care of your ends without being in your ends.
Exactly, man. Like, bro, you're rich. You got a whole world to your disposal.
You can there's such thing called like PayPal, bank transfer.
You can't PayPal some like big money though, can't I?
You can.
So if you want to PayPal like 50 grand,
yes.
You're trying to crowd,
bro. So haven't you seen streams of like Ninja getting like 5k donations and 20k donations on Twitch?
That's donations, dude. Like,
it's the same thing. It's through a PayPal link, bro.
No, they take a long process of like actually for sending it there.
It takes like 24 hours. That's it.
It probably takes longer than that.
No, it doesn't. I've had large money sent to me through PayPal.
this is a kid who was about to make it. But just look at Toronto. The city is in shambles right now. Like, the retaliation killings have already been ordered. Houdini's own memorial got shot up. In this ridiculous video you can see on YouTube, it's like this drive-by style video where out of the darkness this car pulls up, starts opening fire into a crowd. The whole crowd is strapped up, so they immediately start firing back. But this shit is nuts. I know this happens in the States, it's nothing new, but I'm coining Toronto the city of the fallen rappers because the trend recently of the up-and-coming rappers who are now dead is just unparalleled. Like, you can't compare it. But yeah, man, that's it for this video. Rest in peace to Houdini, gone but not forgotten. Check out his music when you get a chance. And yeah, man, I'll see you in the next one.
Right, that was done by Track Geek. Was it Track Geek? Yeah, man, shout out Track Geek. But what do you think about that, D-Wags?
I guess it's sad, isn't it? But it's just some stuff you just sign up to, man.
Yeah,
like we always say, the streets ain't worth it.
Nah, man.
Run.
It's mad because when everyone's about to get put on, they die. Or when everyone's about to get put on, something tragic happens to them. And it's like, why can't... But do you know what it is? It's just like karma. They done so much stuff growing up or to get to that position in life.
Yeah, and they actually needed the tragic like events in their past to actually become.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I don't blame Americans for being bad because it just seems like that's the only way. Like, it's easier to be a roadman than it is to get or be a scholar.
Bro, I'd rather be a scholar than be a
roadman. Like in America, you need so much money right then and there. That's the only way to go. Like in movies, Americans will be homeless. Or their mums will be getting beaten up by their dads, or like their mums will be crackheads. Fam, you ain't got time to be in school, bro. You got to make sure that house runs from like the age of 7 or 8.
Yeah, but like, well, it's the modern world now. Just so much.
And then
so
like in America, you have to pay for everything. Pay for schools, pay for ambulances, like if I call like example, if you're sick and I'm like, oh yeah, and I call 119 or whatever that ambulance number is, they will come take you from here, take you Kings. Yeah. In America, if you're sick, they ain't touching you until you pay them, bro. Like, there's people that come out of hospital with bullets in them just because they don't have money, and the hospitals are saying, "No, bro, we ain't touching you." There's no hope in like certain areas of that country for real. But you lot, tell me what you think about it yourself in the comments. It was Bandwagon and D-Wagon reacting to Houdini and the city of fallen rappers. So wait, is that Flipper guy and that top 5 guy not from them, like anywhere near them ends? You lot, tell me when they come into the story or if they come into the story. But make sure you subscribe for more, and we're out. Peace.
Back out, slap it out, short but I bang like Pacquiao. Man just ping it or ching it. If I ain't did it, I still bring back out. Kyle's probably hit squad baby, hit squad crazy, rip man's.